Hey Bob, this is Lee. I just wanted to show you some of the things that we were discussing on the phone and my take on them anyway. And before I start, I just want you to know that Bill Burns taught me everything I know, so if I screw this up, you know where it came from. Anyhow, here on the packaging on these microfiber gloves, what stands out to me is the word gloves and microfiber. But if you read down here, the cleaning and dusting, which is the main purpose of these gloves, is in little print. So I'm thinking that people are going to just think that these are gloves, and they're really great, and they're a great item for us to have, but unless we kind of pop that, it's not going to stand out there. So I want to show you a couple things of what I've used them for, and maybe we can get some good selling features for these things. So I want to show you the features here and some of the unique things you can do with these gloves rather than having a cloth in your hand. With a cloth, you're always having to rearrange. You can only get in certain spots. You wad it up and it gets too thick or whatever. But when you have these gloves on, I mean, you can just go to town on these things. And you know how difficult these things are to dust. So it gets in places that you have a hard time getting into. Now that's probably not perfect, but it sure is a whole lot easier than using a cloth. Okay, now I just showed you what it can do there on these slatted things, which you can just use your imagination to other places it might go. So now I want to show you what it might do on a dining room chair or someplace where the crack is hard to get to, that you never get to when you dust with a rag. So, or if you do, you have to do certain things. So, but it's as simple as when you're doing this chair like this, you have these areas down in these cracks right here that are very hard to get the dust out of. But with our microfiber gloves, all you have to do is pull the finger and it's done, and it's clean. And can you imagine what a cleaning person professionally could do with these gloves, and or even your everyday homemaker or office cleaner or whatever. So I've got a lot of possibilities with these things. The downside is that it's hard to tell how great these things are until you put them on your hands. So that's why I was saying to have some sort of demo, that shows this type of stuff professionally on the web, like you have the other stuff for the chip and vinyl repair kits.